Good morning. Welcome to another day on my way to work. As you've maybe known from the last few vlogs, I'm currently having a freelance project in which I am working at an office of a client. I'm bringing all of my editing gear, and I actually filmed a little bit of videos for another video on my main channel. And yeah, I also do this vlogging thing on the side, and I do notice that it is actually much more difficult than I anticipated, because it's not necessarily the challenge of doing these things in terms of like mechanically speaking or handy speaking, but rather in terms of mental capacity. So I have so much on my brain at the moment with be it stuff that I have to do at home. So kind of think about, oh, it's the beginning of the month, so I need to do my taxes for last month. I have to do them monthly. I have everything in my brain, obviously, for the job, but also I'm thinking, oh, I will be working this project for at least 4 to 5 weeks, in the best case scenario for 2 months. And that means I don't have a lot of opportunities to kind of make videos on my main channel. Then I'm also thinking about this second channel and thinking about topics, but because this vlogging channel is in the nicest way possible a secondary or maybe a third priority of me, it goes so far in the background with my brain capacity that, as you've been noticing 2 days ago, I don't have any topics. I have difficulties thinking about a topic, and I also noticed I stumble across my words a little bit more than I used to. By the way, always stay safe on the road. I always treat this as if I would be talking on speakerphone. So, but fortunately, it might look faster on the video, but I'm driving below 50 because here this highway has a lot of construction. So we are basically in a snail run. Other than what you're usually allowed to drive on the highway. But anyways, stay safe, don't get distracted, switch off your display and treat it as if you were talking to a friend that is sitting next to you. Anyways, so as I said, I do stumble across my words, and I do notice that my brain capacity isn't at 100% to do these videos, but that's okay. I still want to show up. I want to make these videos no matter if I have a topic or not. I feel like it is still really good practice to talk to the camera, switch on the camera, and yeah, make these videos daily and be, let's say, a good example. Not to be like arrogant or in any shape or way, but I hope this acts as an example that you should put in the reps and continue doing this stuff. And yeah, maybe I talk a little bit about this project. So this project is, I'm editing an international campaign for a beauty client, and I have been approached by this agency because I've been doing a couple of projects for them already this year. One of which is the one where I am going to court tomorrow, actually. This one client who isn't paying me. And the agency that I'm working now with, they actually said like, hey, why don't you work directly for us instead of going through a different client, we pay that client and that client pays you, and now obviously you have some issues with that. Why don't we just hire you directly? Which I'm really happy about. This is an exceptionally great turnaround of circumstances that they said like, okay, we book you directly now. And the, in air quotes, only downside is that I will be working in their offices. And I put this in air quotes because I need to carry all of my equipment to that office, which gives me the opportunity to make another video for my main channel, but obviously also means that I have to lug around, I don't know, I definitely need to weigh this, but I would say about 15, maybe 20 kilos of equipment. And as I said, liquids, I'm picking with coffee, I'm picking a liquid lunch, and so it's a lot of weight that I'm lugging around. And I always kind of need to set it up and tear it down at the end of the day. I could leave my stuff in the office and it would be insured, but I honestly don't want to go through potential hassles, even if my stuff is insured, not only by the company, but also with my own tech equipment insurance. I just don't want to go through the hassle if something would be stolen or breaks because I don't know, the cleaning lady kind of bumps against my equipment at night. I just don't want to deal with potential hassle with the insurance. So I tear everything down in the evening and then build it up in the morning. So it's quite a hassle that I have to go through every day. And also with this construction on the highway, my commute that usually would need about 45 minutes, I would assume, now takes at least 1 hour. But yesterday evening, driving home, I needed 90 minutes. So that is a very long time or a huge chunk of my day that I need to be in the car. That is really annoying, and I do prefer working from home. Also, it's a two-sided sword. On one hand, I really enjoy being in an office again, being around people, talking to them at the water dispenser, and yeah, being surrounded by people. But on the other hand, I'm really not used to it. That is a like big office. So if I am not estimating totally wrong, there are 50 people on my floor and there are 3 floors at least. No, at least 50 people per floor and there are 3 floors. So a lot of people, and the more people there are, the more anonymity there is. So I like to say hello to everyone, but I noticed that when I get into that office and I say hello to everyone, most people are looking at me, who the hell is that person? Which they are totally right, they don't know me, but you get a lot of weird like faces and views who are like, why do you say hello to me? I don't know you. And that's really funny. So again, it's somewhat of a two-sided sword. On one hand, it's really cool. On the other hand, it's yeah, I prefer working at home. Plus, when you are in this big office where people are basically surrounding you, you don't have a lot of privacy. So I usually, when I have downtime, for example, I need to wait for feedback, I then watch some YouTube, or I clean my office, or I don't know, do the dishes or whatever it might be. When you are in that kind of environment, at least I do. I see some people who have downtime and then they just watch YouTube or kind of browse Amazon. But I'm a freelancer. I feel like you guys are paying me for my time, so I don't want to sit here. Although I have nothing to do, I'm waiting for feedback. I feel like weirded out to browse Amazon or watch YouTube while I'm waiting, especially when everyone can see what's going on my 3 displays that I set up. Everyone else is working on their laptop or on maybe one small office screen, but I'm sitting there with a laptop, a monitor, and then a big monitor. And I feel like I don't want to watch YouTube because obviously you're paying me. So I then pretend to be working, although everyone knows I'm waiting for feedback. So it's really weird sometimes as a freelancer in that kind of big environment where everyone can see your monitor. So yeah, that is strange being on in an office. So yeah, this is my day at the moment, and I will update you on some more stuff in the next few days, because obviously with 45 minutes to 90 minutes commute every day, I do have a lot of time to kind of talk to a vlog, but let's see what kind of topics I can come up with in the next few days. Kind of talk about this business life and making these videos. If you have questions, please comment below, or topics that you want me to kind of talk about, especially if you're interested in freelance advice or film editing advice. Let me know. I'd be happy to talk about any questions that you have. Alright, if you want to see yesterday's vlog about my case that I've been using to carry around my equipment, check out the video up here. YouTube thinks that you like the video down here. Maybe hype and like the video, and don't forget to subscribe by clicking the video up here, or button up here, so we see each other tomorrow. Thank you very much.